Burying a house. Do that again.
It's like a pile of rocks with a little bit of dirt. Are we a third of the way?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kathy. My husband Rich and I are so happy and so excited to share that the burial of our off-grid earth-sheltered house has finally begun. In fact, you might hear the machine working outside the window right now. It was a long journey over the last year with a lot of unexpected delays to get to this point, but it's our favorite season of the year, and that means winter is around the corner. So we just have to hope and pray that we have enough sand, gravel, dirt, time, and money to get it done in the next few weeks. And in case you didn't notice, I did not include rocks on that list because there's no shortage of them around here. I think our first load of dirt is here.
Watch it.
Going to get more. We're preparing for drainage. I dug the rocks away from the foundation. Rich is just putting a few hilty nails to hold the membrane because there will be a lot of pressure pulling on this when we get the dirt against the dome. Nice. All right, and we have to put little pieces of tape over that, right? Do we have tape left?
We do.
We've got a super windy day. Of all days, today's the day we got to work with the foam. But we're going to make the most of what we can do. Rich is going in the pit to seal it up while I work out here. I'm going to just do a little bit of greenhouse plastic. It's raining. It's raining. It wasn't supposed to rain today.
No, it's not supposed to rain today. I know, we gotta check the weather.
The bucket fell into the pit filled with all the stuff Rich needed, and it broke. We're using red tape and greenhouse plastic. So any water that comes down, incidentally, will run away. The drainage will be on top of that. So hopefully very limited chances of water getting that far, but we'll see. We offered to let him use our tractor, but he said he knew his better, and he definitely does.
I know, I feel like he's gonna lose a lot of snow. You good here? It's starting to go uphill a little bit, we gotta fix it. We're here as far as we can. Pick it up with a shovel a little bit in the middle there. Club enough.
Finishing up.
Shingling it up, it'll be done.
Shingling the foam. This side isn't as neat as the other side, but we learn as we go. We had one day to get it all done, and we did it. It was nothing short of a miracle. We got the gravel moved away from the dome, nailed the membrane with the Hilti gun, and taped over all the nails. We taped a plastic skirt around the entire dome. We put 12 inches of foam against the dome on top of the skirt, then a layer of gravel on top of the skirt against the foam. Then we ran a 4-inch perforated drain pipe at a 1/8 inch pitch per foot to the south behind all the retaining walls along both sides of the dome. We put gravel over all the drain pipe, then fabric over the gravel, and we put the first main layer of foam against the dome wall, and then finally we put sand over the fabric holding the foam into place, and let's not forget the 8 deliveries of sand and gravel. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because we don't have video of it, but Richie was in the pit all day working on all the drainage and the foam, and that's done too. That was some day, but we couldn't have done it without the help of our community. It's a great feeling to live in a small town where neighbors are always there to help when you need it. Wow, it's so beautiful. The big guns are here now. Rich is running in the pit one last time to just add a little extra foam.
Connection.
Cool. And then you could just pull the fabric right over it. Oh. And just no dirt's gonna spill around. Few rocks in the way. Wow, he's higher than I am now. He's up there. He dug himself a nice platform. Double, triple, quadruple here. Yeah, they're gonna cut this down and take all this dirt that's here and maybe take out a few trees. So the walnut trees need to be moved. Landscape has definitely changed. The drainage, pebbles, and sand close to the dome, holding in the foam. And as the machine gets up to different levels, we add more foam. And as we get higher and higher, we add thicker and thicker amounts of foam, 2-3 layers of foam. We have a problem with rocks here. I think we're a rock farm. Just rocks everywhere. So it is a little bit of an issue, trying to keep them away from the house. Today's day 2 of officially burying the house. We've basically moved all of the foam. We've staged it around the dome. Rich is trying to get some of the good item 4 stone right now moved, so it doesn't get mixed in with the stuff that gets buried, because it's super expensive and we want to use it behind the solar panel for our little wood processing area. Our excavator friend is hard at work on the other side. Today he is going to start the rock wall on the south side, on the east end, on the east side of the south side of the dome. That doesn't make any sense. The east side of the south side. These are my walnut trees. We are going to get these moved again. Things are happening. Okay, they're gonna go to their temporary home. Poor things.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, my foam fell down.
Your soul, hunting alone, traveling from the deep forest into the sun, in war there's never an option to run.
platform needs to be closer to this wall so they could reach into the pit with that gravel. So cleanup time is imminent.
A little bit of fabric. Oh, that went a little too far.
Wow. That was a biggie. We just didn't want it falling and crushing our pipe. That's all right. It's all fine. It's all movable down the road. So day 1, he worked on the east side of the house. Day 2, he worked on the retaining wall on the east side and got dirt here on the west side. And today is day 3. He's filling in behind the rock wall, remediating some drainage for rain over the weekend, and he's gonna fill, or half fill, the pit.
So he's moving material from over there closer to the pit area over there, and that way he can move his machine close enough to reach that pit and fill it with stone that's right here. That's tight. I think so. Go ahead. All right. How high it is. I don't know if it's a problem or not.
The stone got between some foam. So they're trying to see if there's anything they could do.
Alright, that's it for now.
3 days, all of this is done. This is great. This is our rock wall. It's coming along really wonderful. He's going to make another tier, but it's going to step back a little bit so that we could plant flowers along the front. My job is to fill voids and holes. This way, when it rains or anything, it just doesn't wash all the way through, especially here in this corner. Over the weekend, with some help from friends, we were able to get the wall chinked, level out the gravel in the pit, add trim to the east parapet wall, move some of the gravel in front of the pit, and add more foam to both sides of the dome. We are ready for Jim to get back to excavating after the weekend is over, and we're excited to be where we're at right now. I'm Kathy, and my husband Rich and I are creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks, but simple doesn't mean easy. And like Rich loves to say, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. Here's something they don't tell you. When you go to try to cover your dome, you don't have any decent sized pieces. They all rip like crazy coming off, and then you got to try to piecemeal it together so you can get it going up.
And then when you're all ready for backfill, it looks something like this.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we'd have to buy more foam. I'm so glad we bought that Barrier XT stuff. That stuff is great. So what would you say? We're halfway up the side of the dome? Just about? Almost?
Not quite on this side.
Are we a third of the way?
Yeah.
Definitely a third. 3 days, we're a third of the way. That's perfect.